Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing my June budget recap here in the Budget by Paycheck workbook, which I've actually been using for an entire year. I did start off with the Budget by Paycheck workbook printables last year in June because the physical copies were all sold out. So what I thought would be nice to do here as well is go over our June 2019 debt payment plan, since we did make a lot of progress during this year. We are credit card debt free, so all we have now is my student loans. So I really wanted to go over this worksheet as well, which I'll get to after I do my monthly budget category breakdown. So let's go ahead and start with this. Starting balance for the month was $75.35, which was the amount that was left over in the month of May that I carried over. And here with our income, I know this looks high. This is not the typical income my husband receives. For this month, this $11,684 is a combination of different things. They are my husband's paychecks, his two paychecks, since I like to budget bi-weekly. My son had a birthday and he did get some monetary gifts from friends and family, my mom, my uncle, and my husband's parents and our friends as well. We also got income, or I got income from my PayPal. Our health insurance did give us a check for a hospital bill that is to be paid off. And then we also pulled out money from our savings, which later on we actually did decide to use to pay off the remaining credit cards that we had. So that gave us a grand total of $11,759.58. So let's go over the budget, starting with food. I did go ahead and highlight these here, where anything highlighted in green, we were under budget. Anything highlighted in blue was over budget, just so I can see just first glance what we were over and under, and it looks like it's kind of evened, it looks like. So for food, we were under $9. I did budget $550 this month, which usually I budget $250 per bi-weekly paycheck. So I did budget $50 more. Transportation, we were under. And then for household, we did go over by $1. My kids' allowance, I went over by $36. My husband's allowance was under by 26 bucks. So for my allowance here, I did go $55 over. This was during the second week, or the second paycheck here. On the June 12th paycheck, I had only budgeted for the Leverage Planner. I did not anticipate on the Passion Planner releasing new products. And so I remember texting my husband and asking him if it was okay, because the proceeds during Passion Planner's new launch went towards Black nonprofit organizations. So I wanted to support that cause. And if you've been following my channel, you guys know that I love Passion Planner. That's one of my main planners that I use also. Yeah, I wanted to show my support in that way, plus getting some new stickers for myself as well. So yeah, that's why I went over. I know it's not an excuse or anything like that. I still went over $55. Anyways, fun and events, we did go over. Oh my god, this is looking bad. So we did go over by $85 again with that second paycheck also. I had originally budgeted for this paycheck, the second one, 50 bucks, and we did go over. We spent 130 bucks because my friends were having, I didn't know they were going to have a birthday party, and I didn't anticipate on getting any gifts. So we dipped into our savings for that. So all of these going over my budget just made me realize that I need to start a sinking fund so I can go over that. That's what our short-term savings fund is for anyways. I just, seeing it like this makes me feel bad that I'm going over budget. So I need to figure out another way to kind of dip into savings. We'll see what happens in my July budget, because I do plan to incorporate sinking funds. And for our miscellaneous budget, I don't know why I highlighted it in blue. We were actually under by 45 bucks. My miscellaneous is supposed to be just for anything that doesn't fall into these categories, or kind of like a buffer, I guess. We're usually under in that category. And then I got carried away and wrote down a home learning / school category, which is actually going to be used for July. Rent, no difference there. It's always $1,395. And here for debt, our budgeted amount was $390. This $4,405 actually paid off two of our credit cards. One of them had a balance of $3,030 and the other one was $908. So I paid it off with our May 29th paycheck. Yeah, so one of my husband's cards was $3,033 and then my other card was $908. So we went ahead and paid that off. So yeah, I'll go over our debt payoff plan in the next worksheet. And here for utility, we were under budget by $16. Insurance, we were under budget by $27, and $20 of that for sure was from our car insurance. We did get a little bit of a discount because of COVID-19, or that's what the letter stated. Savings, we also did go ahead and added some of our extra income from paycheck number 2. Yeah, into our savings. So we ended up with a savings total of $1,055. And then we also paid off $2,457 towards our medical, which is, we're actually done with them paying off our medical bills. I had only budgeted $25 because I hadn't received the statement yet. We did receive our bill here, our medical bill, on June 13th. So percentage wise, our dental and medical category was 21% of this income here. Of our monthly income, savings was 8%. Debt was the highest percentage amount, which was 37%. Everything else, rent was 12%, and then everything else is like 1 or 2%. And then food was at 5% of our monthly income. And then here at the very bottom, total amount that we spent was $11,633, and our total income was $11,759. We did have a leftover amount of $126.28 that we rolled over into July's budget. So we were actually off by 5 cents, which I wasn't even going to recalculate everything if it was only 5 cents. So I just left it at that. So our actual amount was $1,000. Our actual leftover amount was $126.33. So that is it for the budget recap. Let's go ahead and move on to the debt payment plan. Here, looks so nice and clean and neat, and I cannot wait till I don't have to use this page anymore. Let's go over what we have here, and I'll show you guys what we had in June of 2019. So left over now, after paying off our credit card, are my 2 student loans. And it's really sad to say that one of these loans, you guys, I've had since 2003. I started college in 2003, and for some reason I couldn't make up. I kept switching majors. I was working full time, and I guess I kept getting distracted or whatnot, and I just was irresponsible back then with my money for sure. Otherwise, I would not have accepted all the student loans. But it's taking me this long to pay this off, and it really sucks. And I don't want my sons to have to go through this. So we're going to be saving for their college fund. But anyways, the total balance we have now for one of my loans is $2,629, which I want to pay off. I think I set a goal of paying it off by August. And my federal loan, which is $14,188, which is a total of $16,817. As of right now, my federal loan is at a 0% interest rate, but my Navient one is still at 5.55%. And right now, our minimum payment for Navient is $116.72, and federal loan is at $142.15. I was going to increase the minimum payment like on auto pay, but instead of doing that, I thought I would just make the extra payment. So keep this at auto pay and then just make extra payments, which we actually did make an extra $200 payment towards my Navient bill on June 24th. And then here at the bottom is our monthly debt progress. So last month, our debt was at $21,005. This month is at $16,817, which we paid off for $4,100, or we paid off $4,188, and which gives us a monthly debt progress of 9%. And overall, what I like about this worksheet is that there's always an area for you to write out the total debt you started with, and that was $46,029. This amount was from June of 2018, so that was 2 years ago. And this month's total debt, again, $16,817. And overall debt progress in 2 years, we've paid off $29,212. So our overall debt progress is at 63%. So looking back in June of 2019, we had a lot. We had 11 accounts. So a lot of this is credit cards. We did have a personal loan, which it was the last payment this month last year. But I did highlight these so that I could see. My husband is, I think this is teal. I thought it was green at the time. And then mine is highlighted in blue, all of my debt. And we did do this in snowball order. I'm just so happy that we don't have all of this debt anymore. My husband and I have actually been thinking about using our credit cards more on the regular, just so we can increase or work on our credit scores and have it go up, since we are planning to buy a home. So one of the things that I wish I had done last year was write down our FICO scores so that I could compare it to this year, because it has been consistently going up. And I want to keep it that way. I'm actually looking forward to being in the 800 club. I know not a lot of people will agree to using credit cards, but the main reason why I wasn't using credit cards before was because my poor spending habits. I think now that we are better with spending, I think it's safe to say we can incorporate credit cards back, and that is to hopefully keep our credit scores going up. I don't want our credit cards to close down because I know that affects credit scores. We are planning to apply for a home within the next year or two, and I want to make sure our credit scores stay up. So looking at last year's minimum plus extra debt payments, we paid $1,328. That's a lot. I'm so glad we don't have that anymore. And then here we paid off $458, and that's with the extra wait, that's not right, because I paid off this amount, $4,188. So that's not right. I think what I did with this was add up 200 plus these right here. So that's not right. We actually paid off $4,188. So my bad. Gotta write that in there. But still, that's because we paid off our credit cards. And a lot of the money or extra money now, we have been focusing on building up our emergency fund and putting money into our savings. Anyways, that is pretty much it for this budget recap. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.